Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm back with the most requested recipe of whole wheat pounds again. I have already posted the recipe of wheat pounds by using stand mixer a month before, and I got many requests to make the same recipe without using KitchenAid. I usually make my buns using a stand mixer, but I tried this recipe without stand mixer with all the perfect measurement for you guys. So let's move on to the recipe. First, we will activate the yeast. Take 2.5 cups of warm milk into a bowl. Make sure your milk is warm and not hot. Now add 1 tablespoon of white sugar into the milk. Dissolve the sugar into milk. Now add 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast into the milk mixture. Now mix everything nicely and leave it in a warm place for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it is all frothy and bubbly. Our yeast has activated well now. So into the same bowl, take 3.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Add salt to taste and 2 tablespoons of soft butter. Mix the contents of the bowl using a spatula or with your hands. In the beginning, you will feel that this dough is very soft and sticky, but this is what we want. Everything is incorporated well now. So now take some oil on your palm and start kneading it with your hands. Initially, we will knead our dough into the ball itself. So knead the dough for about 5 minutes. We are not going to add any extra flour at this point. Just keep on kneading. You can scrape your hand with the help of a spatula in between if you wish to. After kneading the dough for about 5 minutes into bowl, I'm going to transfer that onto a working surface. Before we transfer it onto working surface, we will do window pane test. So for that, take little bit of dough in your hand and try to stretch it. You can see it is stretching for some extent, but after that it is breaking apart, which means that gluten has not formed in our dough yet. Sprinkle some whole wheat flour onto working surface and transfer the dough on it. Grease your palm with oil. And now we will start stretching our dough. Use a scraper to scrape the dough off the working surface and keep folding to make it easier. Keep on scraping and stretching the dough. I know this is very messy job, but in order to get soft pav, you have to do this. We want elasticity in our dough, and it comes only with this method, and there is not any shortcut. Make sure to gather the dough once in a while and start again. And keep doing it for about 12 minutes. After kneading for about 5 minutes, take 1 tablespoon of oil again on your palm and keep on stretching. Once your dough is ready to make bun, your dough will definitely come together and it will be pliable. I'm again taking 1 tablespoon of oil and keep on kneading. You might have noticed that I used total 3 tablespoons of oil after I transfer my dough onto working surface, and I'm not adding any extra flour. Based on my experiments, I have noticed that if we add extra flour, it makes the buns dense. So I'm not going to add any extra flour. If you wish, you can still use 1 to 2 tablespoons of more oil if you wish to. So it's been 12 minutes that I'm kneading my dough onto working surface. Now let's do our window pane test again. and see how much gluten has formed in our dough. Take a piece of dough and stretch it out. You can see our dough is stretching nicely and there are no more tear. And I can see my finger through it, which means that gluten has formed sufficiently in our dough, and you can stop at this stage. At this stage, if your dough is still splitting apart, then it means you need to knead it little bit longer. Now let's keep the dough for proofing. So for that I'm using Instant Pot. Grease the Instant Pot bowl and transfer the dough into it. Now close the lid and set on yogurt mode for 1 hour. If you don't have Instant Pot, then cover the dough and keep it at any warm place for about 1 to 2 hours or until it is double in size. 1 hour is up and you can see our dough is almost double in size. Now transfer that onto working surface again. Knead the dough for about a minute. And now we will cut this dough into 9 equal parts. Now tuck the edges underneath towards the center and make smooth ball out of it. Place them in a greased baking tray. Leave little space between each. Now repeat the same step for all the balls. And by the way, if you haven't checked my recipe of whole wheat buns with using stand mixer, then please do check that as well. I will post the link in the description box. Now cover the pan with cling wrap and let it proof for the second time. Let it proof for about 1.5 to 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to reach at this stage. You can see our buns have proofed nicely. Now preheat the oven at 400 Fahrenheit. Brush the resin dough balls with milk for a nice brown colored crust. And we will bake it for about 20 minutes or until they are done and top is golden brown. Our buns are out of the oven and they got a nice brown crust on the top. Now apply some butter on each bun. Cover it with a damp kitchen towel and let it sit for 10 minutes. Now remove the kitchen towel after 10 minutes and take buns out from the tray. You can see our buns are perfectly brown on the bottom as well. And they look perfectly soft and fluffy. Let me give you the closer look of our bun. They are perfect in texture and they are super soft. They have nice bouncy texture as well. Now one thing I would like to mention here is when you make these buns, try to consume on the same day because based on my experience, I realized that the buns get dense next day because after all this is whole wheat paos and that too without using any all-purpose flour, preservative or any funny stuffs inside. And if you really want soft buns even after a day, then go ahead and use half of the all-purpose flour and half whole wheat flour and keep the rest of the ingredients same and it will work great as well. If you have any question or suggestion regarding this video, then please don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section box below. If you like this video, then don't forget to give thumbs up to this video and don't forget to share my recipes with your friends and family. Thank you for watching and I will see you soon with the next recipe.